welcome to the Catacombs Café. I am your host, Liv Miles, and today I'm going to be mending some clothing, because apparently everything that exists, at least in the world of clothing nowadays, rips after like 3 washes. I've ranted about this before, and I will probably rant about it again. Oh, Stream Elements is here, good to see. So, that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be amazing. The first thing I'm going to be mending, while I yammer a wee bit, is this lace. It's like a lace duster, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I really like it. Here, I'll put it on over my suit jacket. One can never be wearing too many layers. Yeah, see? It looks cool. It looks awesome. Well, you can't really see, but whatever. Now I'm going to be sewing that up for a little bit while I chat with you fine people. And if it's just me, that's quite alright. I hope my mic is on. Wouldn't that be lame? Hi, Billy Bandit. Welcome back. Yay, my mic is on. I thought it was a veil. It does look a bit veilish. Yes. Let's really complete the goth morning look, you know? My whole life is a dark room. One big dark room. Alright, cool. Make sure my hair is not completely fucked. Yes. Okay, anyway, so where do we get started on this? Let's start with this lacy son of a gun. So as you can see, there's a hole right here, right through that little armpit area. And there's also one on the other side, I believe. Is there not? I think it's a... Oh no, there isn't. Did you mend yourself? That'd be awesome if you would mend yourself. Hi, Energy to Hamster, also known as Panda. Hi, Panda. I've been, oh God, I need to figure out how to change the color of the text on this chat in my iPad, because it's like gray on white and it's very hard to read. Hey, I've been learning topological quantum field theory in general and Chern-Simons theory in specific recently, and I was curious if we could talk about that. Remember the past 8 or 9 times when I said I don't know anything about physics or quantum theory? I'm afraid that still stands. I have not learned anything about it in that time. I mean, you can talk about it by all means. Feel free to yammer about it. Just don't expect me to be able to participate in it. Oh, what did you learn? Topological quantum theory, like having to do with topology? Somehow I doubt this has anything to do with maps. Sip. All right, let me get this needle going. But how have you been, Panda? How have you personally been in this crazy wild world? Talk about your love of these outfits. That's right, worship me, damn it. What the hell are you here for? Now, speaking of which, where is my chat thing? Oh, you know what? If we want to do that, we probably have to pull up Twitch the manual way, don't we? Don't we? Son of a bitch! Alright, that's fine. That's fine. What do I care? I don't care. Okay. And then we're gonna get to sewing. It's gonna be amazing. They do look nice. Thank you. Thank you, darling. It's fun to go to the grocery store looking like a dangerous gentlewoman. I already regaled you with some tales about that. Old people love it. Old people look at you like they just saw a ghost. I should pull that. We'd be like, don't worry, I'm not even here. I'm just haunting this grocery store. Really? Carry on. Ignore me. Just a specter. All right, so here is our needle. Beautiful, just in case you haven't seen a needle before. Here's some thread, also very important for your sewing adventures. And here is the thread that we'll be using to create said thing. Oh, and we got scissors too. We'll cut it right by the microphone. Amazing. Hey, where'd the thread go? Oh, there you are. There you are. Hi, Choopy. I'm letting him watch my phone. This is not something that I usually let kids do. But you know what? Sometimes mama needs to stream. So you can enjoy your modern hypnosis. I'll go ahead and finish this. Hey, Chupandro. Choopy, I'm trying to thread a needle, okay? There we go. They probably remember some people did dress like that, to be honest. Like old friends growing up, or their parents, Billy Bandit says. Are you calling someone? No. I was gonna say, oh my god, like, I tried to give you a phone to occupy you. If this doesn't work, I'm out of ideas. Here you go. Just play. Have fun, Choopy. I gotta deal with this sharp thing and the public at large. They might have remembered that from a bygone era. Like maybe their great-grandmother or their grandmother or something dressed that way. I like to think that I give them a flashback of something pleasant. Alright, let me see. So let's find it. I saw someone else, oh goodness. Does that make any sense? Yeah, it's Choopy, that's his name. C-H-O-O-P-Y, Choopy! Does that make any sense to you? You must have said something that made sense at some point. Did you say something else other than topological quantum theory by Simon whoever? Where is it? Where is my freaking channel? I'm trying to pull up the chat in a way that I can actually type and participate. There we go, chat. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Chern Simon's theory says that the action within a topological manifold is proportional to the integral over the manifold, which is given by the trace of the matrices of coordinates within the manifold after you do anti-computative matrix modification of its coordinate points. Not at all. That makes zero sense to me. But, you know, that I'll add that to the pile of things that don't make sense to me. That's quite a bit. Makes more sense than politics nowadays, I suppose. Makes more sense than any Charlie Kirk assassination theory I've ever heard. That's for damn sure. Looking at you, Candace Owens. You absolutely monstrous human being. What does it say for our society that, like, her little, what do you call it? Her podcast is one of the most popular podcasts among middle-aged women such as myself in, I believe, America, or perhaps the world. I find that frightening, given her total lack of mental and cognitive hygiene when coming to any conclusion. I thought that before the damn Charlie Kirk stuff, and I absolutely think it now. Just unquestioning dolt. All right, here we go. And when I say unquestioning, oh no, she asks plenty of questions, just completely wrong ones, and never of herself or her own heuristics in ascertaining what is true. I doubt she has any. Come on. Allow me to putter with this thread for a minute. I was actually debating wearing opera gloves while I do this, and then after like a split second, I was like, that's a terrible idea. Like, this is something that requires dexterity. Come on, thread. I'm trying to tie a knot. There we go. Boom. Stream Elements. Liv Miles is now streaming. Hey, I noticed that too, Stream Elements. Good on ya. Let's see. I'll repost it. I heard it, Energy to Hamster Pander. Pander to Hamster, I heard you. So how have you been, Panda? Learn anything cool lately? I was watching a debate with between what's her face, Not So Erudite, and Rachel Wilson, and one of the audience questions was, can you, Not So Erudite, name a single work by Aristotle? And I thought to myself, damn, that's a question that might actually get me stumped for a moment, just because I would totally freeze up. Like just say like Nicomachean Ethics or something, or Eudaimonia. I forget. Was it the Eudaimonia Ethics? I forget. But a lot of Aristotle's titles weren't actually that fancy. It was just like, on whatever. On logic. On philosophy. I think Not So Erudite eventually accidentally mentioned something from Plato, the 5 pillars of government or something or other. It's like, oops. Oopsie doops. Here we go. We got the needle threaded. We are in business. Now, with lace, since like the eyes are so big here, I'm hoping this means that being super exact isn't as important than if I were sewing something that's finer, which we will get to because we have a pillowcase to sew. I have my vest. I bought that vest like a month ago, and either side already has a hole in it. You know, pretty sure Matt Walsh was recently ranting about the fact that even fabric is being outsourced to cheaper countries, which is true. I mean, we're getting most of our fabric from what, like Southeast Asia? Bangladesh, which, truth be told, creeps me out because you know that the bathroom hygiene there is not good. Like, they don't even have indoor plumbing in half of places in India, and they don't do toilet paper there. They use the water jug and left hand method, and you know that people who work in fields are not washing their hands. So they're going and they're picking the cotton or whatever fabric and or whatever plant to make the fabric, and then they're touching it and then it's going into a factory where it is being touched by more hands, and then it's being kicked around a floor, and then it's being put into a truck, and then by the time you get your clothing, like probably 20 different third world people have touched it. No offense to them, but wash your clothes before you wear them. Do. How on earth did COVID spread so terribly in those regions? Hey, go big. There you go. Have your thing. Anyone? Not seeing any new chats offhand, so I hope no one's posting anything. Speaking of which, I am going to pour myself a drink in the Catacombs Café, and if you guys would like one, by all means, hit ! drink. Liv Miles' books is served a shroud-soft cup of remorse. Enjoy the taste of the void. Well, that's fun. In real life, I'm drinking, what is it? A Celestial Seasonings Throat Cooler is the flavor. It's the one with the blue box and the cute little koala on it. It's really just a variety of different mints, but I also put some orange blossom water into it, so it's very floral today. Ah, and some honey. Very fragrant. All right, how's this hole coming? We are about a third of the way through. Wow, here, look at the blackness. Look at the empty blackness. I would show it to you, but it's just not an easy thing to capture on screen, and it's not that riveting anyway. I hear a helicopter. Are you coming for me, darling? Can you hear the children's music in the background? I still haven't finished Dracula. We will get to that. Oh, come on, you hole. I would like to get better at sewing things, to be honest, just because it's so much cheaper to just repair garments than it is to buy whole new ones the moment they get a hole. And back in the Victorian era, they did that constantly, for that exact reason. It was not uncommon to just cut patches out of one thing to put it into another that you actually were using, which is why a lot of things look mismatched, particularly if you look at photographs of, like, poorer people. But even they were wearing suits. Yeah, come on. What are you getting caught on? You keep getting caught. What are you getting caught on? It should be a clear shot right through, thread. Oh, no. I'm not pretending. Oh, there you are. So why is it coming up? Interesting. Your posts are not coming up on my Twitch, Billy Bandit, but they are coming up on OBS. I hate technology. Why can't everybody just work together? Just work together to not drive me insane. What is this? What is this madness? Restream chat? Come up. I command it. And of course there's nothing on here. Okay, we'll read it off of OBS. You should finish Dracula in a time for Halloween season and do a breakdown discussion on the most famous vampire story of all time. I should. Throat cooler, what the fuck? Indeed, it's not cooling anything. Mint is not meant to be a cooling flavor, even though we associate it with ice. It's actually a defensive flavor that some plants, the mint plant, uses to deter animals from eating it, but we have decided that that is just fine with us. I'm not putting as much because I'm not posting as much because I'm snapping Legos together. Like a true gentleman. Don't let me deter you. Oh, I see. There's a knot in this thread. That's why it's continuously snagging. Okay, well, we'll just deal with it. We're almost to the end of this hole in particular anyway. Illy, why are you throwing my phone on the floor? I don't like that. I cannot afford new phones if they break. So you can just behave yourself. Joopins. Jooby-dooby-doo. Joopy-doopy-doo, looking for you. Cleaning your poo, where are you? Alright. Alright, take your disgusting, horrible, mind-deadening device. Nope. Alright. I think this hole is almost done. Cool, now we can work our way back to the beginning. And then we'll have a real fun time on our hands, because then we gotta tie the knot once more. Wait, ow, I de-threaded my noodle. How dare I? How dare me? Oh, finish Dracula. We'll finish Dracula in a good time. Yes, I really want to read Wake Not the Dead. That's a short, that's like a novella. I could finish that, you know, in like an evening if I really want to crack down. It's not, novella might be an overstatement. It could be a short story. I can't wait to start getting that book out there, though. I need to get my book, You Will See Her Again, out. It is a wholesome but steamy tale about a succubus who realizes that she's worth more than sex. And it takes place in a secluded paranormal town in the Adirondack Mountains, which is in upstate New York, by the way, in the year 1850 as of right. Oh, no, pardon me. That's my whole series. It doesn't take place in 1850. This one takes place in modern day times. But the town itself dates back to the witch trials in the 1600s. But it was really fun to create a setting for that, because it's basically a bridge novella between Wandering Wolves, which is the steamy shifter romance trilogy, which is completely out and in Kindle Unlimited right now, and the next trilogy, maybe series, that I'm going to work on. And that one is a historical paranormal romantasy. Whee! Apparently that's in now. People are very much into historical paranormal romance right now, which is great. I'm glad that's having a moment. I wonder if we have Dracula 2025, the movie I was talking about before, to thank for that. I would not mind some goth Jane Austen vibes, that's for damn sure. Oh, let's see. That's a cool title. Thank you, dear. I try. You Will See Her Again sounds like it could be like a thriller, or it could be a romance, depending. It was a lot of fun to write. Like, basically, the succubus and the shifter lover in question heal each other through a dream where she offers to pretend to be the woman that he loved and lost, and he would see only the woman that he loved and lost in order to find closure. And it ends up causing quite an issue, which was very fun to write. I got to use poetic language. Like, it was one of those things where as I was writing it, I was like, this is like, I am enjoying the prose in this. Like, it's flowing very poetically. It has a little bit of a 19th century flavor to it, even though we didn't go full Victorian, okay? Because it just wouldn't be fitting for the characters. Now, I cannot promise that in the future with other books set in that time period, because why not? If books are gonna die, let them die beautifully. I'm gonna write whatever the hell I want if it's not gonna sell anyway. Alright, let me see. So, I just tied the knot on that. And now the hole is fixed. Yay! One hole done. We have accomplished something today. Now I'm going to trim on this. Doop. And we can go ahead and keep using the same thread. Why not? Gorilla! Maybe I'll wear that. Maybe that would be more suitable than the suit jacket. No pun intended, darling. No pun intended. Let's wear it. Let's celebrate our victory with a bit of lace. There we are. How fitting. Okay, so didn't miss anything. Good. Let's make sure my snack option is still working in Twitch. Oh, come on. I should do like a round. Here, I want to type round to see what happens if it serves everyone here a drink. Catacombs Café is serving a round for all. Everyone gets a crypt-aged cup of gin. Enjoy the taste of the void, my fellow creatures of the night. Well, enjoy your crypt-aged cup of gin. Let's see. Next. What do we have next? Oh, my string! My string! I need you. All right. So, let's take a vote. Are we working on sewing up the black satin pillowcase next? Because it has a gaping freaking hole in it. See, look at that. I can fit my hand through that. That's a problem. That will have to get fixed. Or are we sewing up the 2 holes in my vest? This is one of my favorite pieces of clothing, and I wear it on a daily basis, so I might just do this one first. But as you can see, it's not all the way through the liner of the vest, it's only through the brocade on the outside. Like that. I'm really not down with that. And then it's also on the other side as well. Now it's much smaller over here, but let's see, can you see that? I don't think you can. But what? No. Hard to see in the camera, but I see it and I don't like it. So I think I'm gonna work on the vest next, unless anybody has a suggestion. Tea, please. I actually bothered today to write out a schedule for myself for my individual days of the week, because let's face it, I've got a lot of stuff going on, and it would be really helpful if I had like a plan. I've noticed that my life is much more stressful when I don't get up early. I've been pushing it lately. I've been getting up at like 7:30, and that won't do. That will not do. I have things to accomplish, and those hours when my kids are asleep or occupied are rather precious. So I must take care of it. Oh goodness, there's something I have to tell you. So I discovered yesterday, speaking of precious moments, that my 5-year-old, who has not yet started kindergarten, Antonia, she can read. I nearly flipped my shit. I actually did. I immediately startled her because she was sitting on the couch flipping through a book. Actually, it was this book. It was The Big Hungry Bear by Dawn and Audrey Wood. Hold on. The Little Mouse, the Red Ripe Strawberry, and the Big Hungry Bear. Bit of a wordy title, guys, but it was this book, and she was flipping through it, and she you know, she does that. And she got to one of these pages. Oh, which one was it? Oh, I don't know. But it was like, she was reading from it, and I stop and I look at her because she wasn't just pretending to read, she actually was reading the words on the page. It was the sentence, "Oh, I see," said the mouse, or something. And I was like, what? And I go and I look, and that is the sentence that's on the page. And I'm like, what? And so I immediately sit down next to her. And I'm just like, let's keep going. And I helped her sound out the next sentence or two. Oh my god, I hope I didn't just rip that again. But yeah, she read a straight up sentence from that book. And I'm like, dude, she hasn't even started kindergarten yet. So we're absolutely going to be upping more reading with her. She likes books anyway, so it's not much of a struggle. But I've been practicing rather simple, like, okay, cat. I was worried that she didn't understand how words work, so I wasn't like trying to push her too hard, and I was just kind of taking it easy, doing real simple words. But no, she gets it. She just wasn't doing it. So yeah, I'm very proud of her. I'm very impressed, and we're gonna keep feeding that love of reading. Absolutely. Oh, crazy. I know, man. I'm telling you, Billy, dude. It made me so happy. It made my day. It made my life. I am a very happy mom. Yeah. I'm glad that my kids do not hate books. I would feel like I had failed a bit as a parent. And that's another thing, right? Because this is one of my pet topics, literacy with children. And I hate to say it, but I've seen it here on Twitch, where people on Twitch, when I'm trying to give them like green hell video game advice, they're not good at reading. I have to make sure that I use smaller words and that I don't use punctuation. I know that sounds crazy. And when I say don't use punctuation, I mean don't use it where you need it, but keep your sentences small enough that you can avoid using commas. If you feel the need to use a comma, ask yourself, can I end this sentence here? That's kind of sad. And these are not little kids I'm giving instructions to. These are men. These are like 18-year-old, early 20s men. And they struggle with reading. That's a problem, guys. I'm not trying to sound like a total freaking Luddite. I realize I'm here freaking sewing up Victorian clothing by hand. But, you know, midlife crisis cosplaying aside, can we do something about this? And here I am complaining that, like, oh, I haven't gotten around to finishing Dracula yet, which, yes, shame on me, and I will. I'm gonna resume reading every night or every morning, or whatever I have time. But the idea that people read so little that they actually don't know how to do it, that is a problem. Hey, can we not get into my stuff, please? Thank you. Now he's getting rambunctious. Oh, and of course my needle is now tangled around my scissors. This is a more challenging hobby than you might think. So yeah, barely legal men. Hot. Yeah, totally, Billy. I am a taken woman, sir. I'm married. Let's see. No, it's a real thing. The inability to read is being proven on a lot of short-form content channels, too. I've seen it. I've seen those videos. One channel shows people absolutely cannot read even basic words. It's terrible. If you look up, it's not PISA scores, I don't think. It's the, like, MCAS scores, or the Nation's Report Card, it's called, where they basically take random samples of, like, kids from around the country, if I remember correctly, and they test their reading comprehension scores. The amount of people who are actually not functionally literate is pretty shocking. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was something like 3/4 of 10th graders in many cities are not literate. I really hope I'm not remembering that correctly, but that is going to be the subject of a video that I will post someday because it's one of those topics that I care a lot about. And if you would like to see that video when I post it, make sure you subscribe to @LivMilesBooks on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you are. YouTube's the place to go though, because that's where I post my high quality stuff. But yeah, subscribe. I gotta do it. It's one of those things where I really don't want us to let literacy die, because there's just something about like sitting down and reading something in print. There's something nice about pulling out a book or a magazine or a newspaper. I got a newspaper the other day. It was great, but there's something about holding a print thing in your hand and reading it, which is just extra soothing in a way that reading an internet like post or tweet or article is not. And another thing, I actually bought a newspaper to practice reading with my 8-year-old because I want her to practice reading different types of publications and different styles of writing. And at first she looked bored, and then I flipped the obituaries, and then I was like, hey, here's a list of all the people who died in our freaking town. Interested in that? And that got her attention. What? They list that? They sure do. They also list who got arrested. Want to see who's got arrested for what? Very interested in that. Yeah, the arrest logs. You know, it's a good idea to keep an eye on what's going on in your town. And I bet you that's another thing that's down, civic engagement. Let's see. One channel show. Okay, cool. Just making sure I didn't skip you, Billy. I didn't want to skip you. You know, so far the OBS is proving to be the most accurate way of keeping track of things. Oh, thank you for the pencil. Here, would you like to, Oh, no. Stop. Oh my god. Oh, my dear child. Alright, where you going, Choops? Okay. You do you. Just don't cause an issue, okay? I'm listening. Whenever he leaves the room, I get a bit worried. National Geographic Kids Magazine would be a good for them. Big pictures and lots of white space, but all good, safe material. There's an idea. I loved National Geographic growing up. We used to have copies laying around the house, like stacks of them, because they had really good pictures, and they were good for collages, like cutting things out and making cool art from them. My sisters were really into that. Well, my older sister was. What is with you? Thank you. That knot and I are gonna come to blows. No. Okay. Let's find where we need to go. Do. Nice quiet sewing while we talk to ourselves and our fine company like a mad woman. That is what we do around here. But I do blame short form content for the literacy crisis that is happening. I wonder if literacy as a skill will just become obsolete because people no longer have this information delivered to them. I mean, you still have to be able to write things down in a jiffy, right? Like if you get a phone call from a doctor, hey, like how are you going to keep track of your appointments and things? Just speak and say, hey, read off my schedule for today. I mean, maybe hello, honey bunches of oats, how you doing? Hey, okay, please don't take my thread. I do need that. I need my thread. It's very important. I sew things with it. Also, any sort of books, like Goosebumps, thank you for that. Goosebumps have been a very good choice for my daughter. She really liked she likes spooky stuff. There's a collection of like an anthology of spooky stories that I want to get for my kids too. I forget the name offhand, but it has like a big head in the shape of like, or a tree that's in the shape of like a spooky face with like a cigar, or not cigar, yeah, a pipe popping out of it. I want to get that for her, put that into her shelf. I think it's important to have a collection of books, even if you haven't read them or you don't know when you're going to have time to read them, because you never know when the grid will go down and you'll have to entertain yourself somehow. Power outages do happen, even if it's nothing catastrophic. And it's just good to be, I don't know, it's just good to have books in your presence. I thoroughly believe that. It's just aspirational. Books as art. Interior design elements. I have thoughts on that too. Where people seem to be wanting to have the aesthetic of being a reader, but they don't necessarily want to read them. I understand not having time. Again, I'm the veriest of hypocrites here. Or getting distracted by things. But those people who only read like, what are they, the no descriptions, just the dialogue, like, are you serious? Well, then you haven't read the book. Dare I say, if you are skipping everything but the dialogue, you have not read the book. I mean, shit, would you rather I just write you a script? Is that what we're reading now? Scripts? You don't even want to watch a movie, you just want to read the script? Huh. That's gonna be stuck in my head now, Ellie. It's actually more common than not for kids to be drawn to spooky things. Scary stuff is too much, but spooky lets them experience fear in a safe way and becomes thrilling so long as it's not too dark. Indeed. Yeah, you gotta be careful about too dark, you know? You don't want to give them nightmares. Like, don't introduce them to evil too early. The world is scary enough. But spooky, we love spooky around here. Surprising no one, she says. Captain Obvious. What? Seriously? Speaking of obvious, I hope that my stitching isn't too terrible on this, but you know what? If I saw a little bit of hand stitching on someone's clothing, for me, that would be points. That would add to their character, their persona, or whatever they're trying to be in the world. Like, oh, hand-stitched brocade vest? Interesting. You're an interesting person, aren't you? At least a strange one. Yes, 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 yes. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. There we go. Oh, you almost escaped. Not today. Hey, can we not take that? Ah!
Oh no.
Choopy doo. He choops and he do.
Oh no, please hit me.
What he does. What you do? How you doing, mister? Ah, don't bite me. Don't bite, don't bite. Oh, and then, hey, you don't have to start that. Here, would you like a phone? Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Resist the urge. Hey, I need that. Take this. Take that, but do not take this. Hey. You can play nice with me. Diddly-diddly-doo. There we go. Okay, where was I? Let's see. And now I will go back through. And we will poke through here. Ellie, honey, please. Just let me finish this, okay? It's important to mommy to stitch this up. I like it. I want it to last. And if you want something to last, you have to take care of it. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Just wait till you're old enough and you'll be sewing, you know, your clothing back together. And then when you get a wife, she will sew it for you. There you go. La 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 la. Loop doo doo. Choopy doopy doo. Alright, we're almost done with this. So, now I should have left myself a little bit of a longer tail there, because that might be challenging to tie, but you know what? We do hard shit all the time, so we'll just figure it out. Alright, tighten this, tighten that up as much as we can. I would like to get better at sewing. It's just one of those things where it's like, Liv, for God's sake, woman, how many interests are you going to have? The answer to that is an endless amount of them, and I will be mediocre at a vast many things. And hopefully that will at least keep me amused until the end. You know, I've noticed that a lot of people come back and listen to these streams. Like, I'm up to almost 50 views on the last one, which is interesting. I wonder if people are just putting it on before they sleep or something. The watch time is up over 12 hours, and it was a half-hour thing, so it's a fairly long duration. I should check how long the duration was. I think it was 6 minutes was the average, but you know, you never know. I'm curious, if you are someone who likes to listen to these streams and you've made it to this point on the VOD, watching it back, drop a comment and let me know why you're listening to it. Is it soothing? Is it funny? Are you a spy? I would love to know what brought you here and why you stayed.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is taken care of. Sticks, welcome! It's so nice to see you again. Pour yourself a drink. Exclamation point drink if you like. How are you? I am mending some clothing. We have a vest, because it's my favorite article of clothing, and I have a pillowcase that we're also doing. And I just sewed up something else. Oh, I just sewed up the very thing that I'm wearing, because it was ripped in the armpit. Hehe. How are you? How have you been? How's the writing going? Acheron Sticks also writes werewolf romance things, and keep an eye on his space. Feel free to drop any links you like, Acheron, or plug your stuff as you like. We are down with that around here. Yay! Looks better. Good. So here's the result. Here's the end result. Ooh, you can see my hand stitching right above the pocket. Again, not professional grade, but to me that would just make something more interesting if I noticed someone had a hand stitch repair on their vest. Thank you very much. It adds character. That's character. Here you go. You want that? Here, take my phone. I don't usually let them watch phones, but while I'm streaming, I will make a little exception since it's not going to be all day anyway. Where's my thread? Did you take my thread, Choops? Chippy. Oh, yes, you did. Thanks. Now I gotta wind it. Ah, children are so much fun. Da 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 da. Gosh, I'm farting. Oh my god, how much did you have to unwind, dude? I'm telling you, like even a little thing. I've stepped away from streaming for myself lately. I've been highly involved with a writing group on Twitch lately, says Acheron Sticks. Well, that's good. At least, as long as you're getting something done. I understand the streaming grind. Sometimes it's just, like, being performative, being, you know, giving a performance is sometimes just too much. I keep telling myself, I want to, you know, stream more regularly, and I actually do. I really love hanging out with you guys. You're so much fun. It's just, there's a certain, like, I'm a freaking perfectionist. You know, you might not believe it given how many mistakes I make throughout all areas of my life, but I really do care about like making things pretty and providing like a quality, you know, entertainment session, hangout session for you guys. And so it can be a bit much. And then of course there's, you know, life to contend with, children. Ellie, why do you keep clicking off it? Don't upload stories about me. We're not doing any of that crap. I don't. He's 2 and he's just pressing buttons. I should put like a face ID on all my social media apps. That way they can't do that. Alright, you know what? This tangle is more formidable than I thought. So we're just going to casually work on it. Untangle it bit by bit, as is life. I could just cut it, you know, like, and try to use that thread. Huh. That's an idea. Hey, Illy, come on, you just let me do it. I need to use my hands right now, and we're not clicking on every advertisement. Just enjoy this while it lasts, because you're not gonna be watching my phone forever. What's the Hackeron Stick says? What's the best way to reach you off stream? I had a question, but I don't want it to seem like promo in chat. You can always promo in chat, but the best way to ask me a question when I'm not streaming, Discord. Discord's great. Hey, Illy, we're not going for the microphone. Okay? Here you go. So yeah, but Discord is totally fine. In the general, it's all good. You can always message me as well. Yeah, I gotta figure out my own schedule. I sat down and I actually made a weekly schedule for myself this morning, at least when it comes to domestic chores and like admin tasks. And I need to actually do that for like for my writing stuff. Like, what hours of the day am I writing? When am I going to be painting? When am I going to be doing, you know, stuff? We must find time for this stuff. Come on, come on, come on. All right, you know what? You are 1 minute away, Mr. Tangle, from just getting cut. We have scissors and we will use them. I'm just trying not to be impatient. All right, time has come. Come on, scissors! Don't you dare quit on me too, man. Illy, can we not do this? If you don't want my phone, you don't have to use it, but I'm not going to keep doing this, okay? Just hang out. Just chill, man. Let it cool. Alright, so... time is it anyway? It is 1:41. Okay, cool. Not too late. Not too late. Never mind, I'm already in your Discord. I'm done. You are fine. The Discord link below stream is expired. The Discord link below stream. Do you mean the one, the QR code that I have in the corner of my screen? Or do you mean like if you type in Discord below stream? Interesting. Oh, below stream. If it is, I'll have to check it out. It's good to know if it is, because then I can replace it. Thank you for letting me know. I thought I had put, you know, a thing for it to be forever good. Ruh-oh, Raggy. We will have to fix that. Okay. There we go. Boop. Okay. Okay, that is long. That is long and shall suit us fine. Alright, so now we're gonna sew up the even bigger rip. It might be because I'm already in the Discord. Okay, that's cool. Now this is the ripper, the big papa we're gonna be sewing up. Can I even see it? Oh, yeah. Oh, how I don't like that. Poor vest. I reiterate that I've had this vest for a month. It's by, who is it by? I don't even see the name on it. Illy, honey, please. Yeah, I don't even see the name. There's no brand on it. Well, that's fine. At least there's that. Alright, cool. So let's just go ahead and sew it up. Is that another hole or is that the one I just did? No, is that another one? I will be so irritated. Wow, there's another one. There's a total of 3 holes. Upon inspecting my vest, I found another in the seam. It's on the brocade on top of here. That makes me a sad panda. Well, we will fix you too then. How about that? While we're here. Alright. Needle, come here. I don't have pizza, my dear. Say pizza, but what should I cook for dinner tonight? That is always the question. I think I have the ingredients for shrimp Alfredo, if I wanted to go that route. Could just do ramen and really be an overachiever. Another hole. I'm not dealing with this again. Get out of here. Not another hole. Another knot, rather. Out of here. Get out. Bye. And I should find some time to paint. Sad panda. Oh yeah, that was a South Park. Yes, indeed. Did you watch South Park? I haven't watched it in a while, but it was funny a long time ago. I mean, maybe it still is. I don't know. I just haven't watched it. I'm being super serial, guys. Ugh, now I can't stop. Now I can't stop. Look what you've done. I blame you, Billy, personally. How dare you notice? Noticing is not allowed. Alright, so let's tie this and we'll leave a nice long tail because we're gonna have to revisit you on our way back. I used to sew when I was a kid, oddly enough, because guess what? I didn't have cable. And when you don't have cable, you gotta make your own fun. We had like the 5 television channels. White noise, black noise, presidential speech, Lunette the clown, Sally, Jesse, Raphael. That's what's on TV at any given time. The life lessons that trash telly will teach you. Illy, what's up, Chupins? Yeah, that's a phone. Right, phone. The devil in your pocket, right. Hey! That's what I should start calling the phone, the devil in my pocket, because it kind of is. Hey, Illy, Chupandro. What, do you want help? Hey, no, don't smash it. If you need help, just say help. Help. Yeah, what happened is you clicked on an ad. Here you are. Watch. Watch. Now there's a technology that might be a thing of the past. Well, I'm bringing back pocket watches, okay? To be honest, I stopped in high school, Billy Bandit says. I loved the early years when it was a show made from paper craft and crude. It became a bit of a money machine soon after and lost its edge. I agree. I think I remember feeling similarly. There's something about handmade paper and old cartoons. You know, just the other day I was watching, it was a deleted scene from Fantasia, and it was the old Fantasia from like 1950s or earlier, whenever that was. And it was like a crane on the water, and there was moonlight, and there was Claire de Lune playing in the background. It was like 4 minutes long. And my toddler here loved it. He thought it was great. He watched the whole thing. And it wasn't like a fast, super attention-grabbing child's cartoon. It was just something beautiful and elegant and soothing. I miss things like that. I wish that more audiences had the appetite for things like that. Oh man, Joopy. And all those frames had to be drawn by hand. There was no like animation. You didn't type in a code or generate it with AI. A prompt, not even a code anymore, a prompt, right? And I don't know, it's just something so deliberate and interesting about it. Yo-yo. Yo-yo. It's discovering the joy of the letter Y. It's a useful letter. La 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 la. We're getting there. We're getting there with this. You know, one thing I want to teach my kids: embroidery, because I haven't embroidered something in years, and it's like art that you can wear. How cool is that? Art that you can wear. Maybe I should just wear oil paintings around my neck. Maybe that's the next chapter of my development. Kia! I don't drive a Kia, but you're welcome to if that's how you are so moved. Aren't Kias one of the #1 vehicles that are like stolen nowadays? I don't remember. I know Honda Civics are like the #1 car that thieves go for. Because they're just so common, and yeah, they're easy to chop up. The parts go for real quick and cheap. That's why I like tattoos, wearable art. Indeed, they are wearable art. There are some lovely tattoos out there. And whenever someone has an interesting tattoo, I do like to stop and look at it like, hey, what's going on there? I will say I am way too fickle to ever have a tattoo. I am too fickle for it. I used to, when I was a teenager, I really liked tattoos and, like, you know, I don't want to say the word, but the unalive girls, alternative models who had like all the tattoos all over their bodies. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want to be just like those strong, independent women posting naked pictures of themselves on the internet. I'm glad I didn't do that. But they had some interesting tattoos, and I got a sketchbook and I just started filling it with all the ideas for tattoos that I would want to get when I was 18. And the reason I forced myself to do that then was because I made a deal with myself that I wouldn't get any tattoo that I didn't want after at least a year. And I definitely had to still want it by the time I was 18. And what happened was every single tattoo I did that I had, I ended up being thankful that I didn't get it. Because a lot of it was like band stuff. I really loved AFI, and I still do love AFI, at least old AFI. But I'm glad I didn't get it because things evolve and change, and then suddenly they don't mean the same thing anymore, and people interpret your tattoos to mean something different than what you intended. Also, my taste changes. The person I want to present myself as changes. I'm too fickle. I'm too changeable. Mercurial. There's a word. There's an SAT word. Oh, capricious. No. But some tattoos are very lovely, very cool, very interesting. Man, Davey Havoc recently blacked out all of his tattoos. Like, he just got the solid black. Now they have 6-week tattoos, Acheron Stick says. Interesting. That would be a better idea for someone like me, that's for sure. I wonder if they leave a scar. I mean, it's a needle going into your skin, right? But do they just not go as far into the skin so it doesn't permanently tattoo itself? Or is it like a certain type of ink and the ink fades? That is interesting. I was trying to encourage my sister to go be a tattoo artist because she may not be a fan of tattoos and she doesn't have any herself, but she's very artistic and she's a registered nurse. So it's like, okay, well, you know what? Many places need a registered nurse on staff. If you're tired of the hospital life or, you know, just general nursing, that might be a good way to like artistically express yourself and use your natural talent while not being stressed out about people dying left and right. That seems like a total bummer. I wouldn't want to do that all day either. God bless nurses, man. The good ones, anyway. Kids. No, it's like the kids' temp tattoos. Wet and apply, just last longer. Oh, okay. Well, that's better. Because I wouldn't trust anything that like went into my skin not to be permanent, you know? Because like, well, what if they put it in too deep? What if they use the wrong ink? What if shit just doesn't go away after you inject it into your flesh? Women are finding that out with fillers, like cheek fillers and stuff. And not just cheeks, but you know, the big Instagram lips and all of that, where we were all told, oh yeah, Juvederm, that stuff just dissolves it dissolves after 6 months, and then you gotta get it redone. It doesn't dissolve. We've done MRIs on it now. It just migrates, and then you get the big puffy pillow face like Madonna has now. Hey, LA, and it just looks really bad. There's even a word for it: post-filler architecture. Ugh, that's brutal. Oh, we're going through the wash tag. Hello, wash tag. Let us be mindful. I'm glad I never got filler. Glad to be too poor for some of these things, you know? And also, it's terrible for lymphatic drainage. Like, if you're looking for anti-aging, you really shouldn't do something that's gonna deteriorate your skin health, like inject a bunch of filler into your face. Okay, so how are we gonna get around this tag? All right, we'll do it like this. I mean, not that I'm such an expert. I mean, I look like I was born in 1889, okay? Some women try to look younger than they are. Me, I try to look over 100 years older. How's that? Take that, society. Go through kids. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Man. Let's see. Oh, we lost a needle. We gotta do it. We gotta thread the needle again. Kids and their fashions. It's amazing how fast fashion changes now, though. Thanks to the internet. You just value a classical appearance. Indeed, indeed. I do value certain classical elements. I am a bit of a classicist, but I bet if I was to go back into the 1800s, I would look very scandalous indeed. Like, some things are dead on, but like, some things, like wearing this kind of collar shirt during the day. Oof, oof, oof. No, you'd never do that. Not during the day. This was a strictly evening collar look. Also, it's a spaghetti strap beneath this, you know. Oh well. Man, I've been watching documentaries about rich people fighting each other during the Edwardian era and having like trying to outdo each other with huge parties and and ridiculousness. There's some crazy shit. Yep, I can see your shoulders, harlot. I'm just gonna get my fan. I do have a fan. Hold on. Let's complete the look. There we go. How dare you? I am offended. It's actually a Japanese man. It's like, it's not Victorian at all, but it works for the moment, okay? Where you have like it has like a little jade piece. My mother-in-law gave it to me. Very nice gift. You can't have it. It's not yours. I will say, as a fan, it doesn't function very well. It's mostly plastic, and it's like there's just too many holes in it for it to billow the breeze around sufficiently. But I should get a fan. I mean, if you're gonna rock a pocket watch already, you may as well get a fan, because that's practical. I'm actually likely to use that when standing in line outside for an event or something. Hey, Choopy. What's up? I know. He's like, Mom, how long are you gonna talk to people I can't see? I don't know. What's up? What's up? Are you getting hungry? That's probably it. It's getting close to his lunchtime. All right. I tell you what. I'm almost done sewing up this hole. So real quick, I will take care of that. And then I will fix you something to eat. And I think you'll enjoy it. Would you like cheese? No. Would you like tuna? No. Would you like oatmeal?
No.
Would you like buckwheat? Would you like... What else do we have? Yogurt? You want some yogurt? Want some chocolate milk? No? He's offering him food. He doesn't care. Decorative only. Indeed. It's usually sitting up on my headboard near my fake candles. I got a fake fan. Fake candles. I'm a fake woman, damn it. Huh. Well, not really. My heart is true. My heart is true. Oh, everything is fake nowadays, man. Hey, we're almost done this hole, though. At least this hole is getting closed up. I just hope it don't, like... I'm bummed out that there's another one. You know? When you look for one problem, you find another problem. It's like fixing your car, you know? I do hate money. Let's see. You're on the internet. You're definitely fake. Yeah, I think there must be a rule, like all internet. I mean, I am being literally performative. I am streaming, but I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm just hanging out, man. Sewing up some holes in my clothing, lamenting the end of the world and literacy. All right, we're gonna poke this through. Come on. Come on. Doop-a-doo. Yeah, I need to figure out a streaming schedule, because really this time of day works best for me. It's just, it's not when most people are on, because people are employed. Fools. I don't know what music I should listen to today. There was a piece by Rachmaninoff, which I can't remember the name of. It wasn't the Bells of Moscow. It was something else that I wanted to listen to. What is your problem? Why are you not going through? Do you want to fight? Okay. Oh, it's another knot. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Go ahead and knot it up. Ugh, knotting. We're not even going there today. We are not going there. Speaking of books, Oh, I hear my old man. What are you doing out there? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, we got the knot out. We got the knot out. Good job. Good job, me. All right, now we need to start working our way back down the other side. Secure it up. I'm back. Welcome back, Panda. How are you? We are continuing our journey through the lovely world of sewing. As long as it looks good on the outside. Let's see. Where am I? What is going on? You know, I could probably just put a stitch through here. Like that. We're working it out. We're working out our issues. We're figuring out the sewing. Funny story about that particular book theme. Oh dear. Alright. Go on. Knotting. You would. That is our genre. Good lord, things get funny around here. Alright, let's sew that real quick. Get you situated. In the words of Homer Simpson. Come on. By any chance, do you know any linear algebra? No. No. I never did. I'm not good at algebra. Out of all the things. The reason I ask is because I'm also interested in AI, and that's used for that. That makes sense that it would be. I have a hard time passing even Algebra 1, and that's a bane of my existence. Illy, okay, so now he's bringing me yogurt. I hear you. That is my sign to feed my child. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I'm afraid I must depart. But first, I'm going to read Akron's last message. Took my wife to an adult book show. She sees a poster for a shifter romance that has all of the kinks listed and said, those are so weird, part 1. Okay, finish it next stream or in the Discord, whichever you like, because I would actually like to hear this story. It's always fun to hear how like people react to our genre. At least God bless her heart, man. She hasn't been corrupted. You might change that. All right, it's been a pleasure talking with you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. And the next time I stream, God only knows what we'll be doing, but I do intend upon streaming again soon. If you have not yet subscribed or followed, do it, so we can hang out again. And I hope to see you again. By all means, farewell, everybody.